Today's phrase is going to be bodily dismemberment. Alright guys, just got back from watching Evil Dead, the remake of The Evil Dead, Sam Raimi's classic horror movie. If you don't know the story, young adults in the woods being accosted by evil demon spirits. Very basic story. The original film's a classic. Sam Raimi produced this one. It was directed by Fed Alvarez. And he's only done one video, I think, on YouTube. I mean, this, for a first-time filmmaker, it's an awesome film. Right off the bat, I'm going to say watch it in the theater, support, hard horror like this, not just cheesy goofiness. And that's basically what they did. They took the original Evil Dead story, they cut out all the fat, they improved all the techniques, all the filming techniques. And I mean, you're still going to like the original, but this is one of the better remakes. They cut out all the campiness, which is one of the things I really don't like about the original movie. So you're wound up left with this sports car of a horror movie. They didn't reinvent the wheel, but it's definitely a well-oiled, quick-moving, fast, high-octane machine. Intense, intense, intense. Blood all over the place. And, I mean, dismemberment is... I mean, you could have like a drinking game on how many limbs probably got cut off in this movie. Definitely awesome stuff. I mean, it's just the variety of weapons they use for the kills. Special effects, second to none. Supposedly 100% CGI free. I think a couple scenes probably were cleaned up with CGI. Virtually indistinguishable. There's no CGI blood splatter. It's all practical. There's one scene only that I thought might be CGI, but it looks real. It doesn't look fake at all. The CGI, I mean, whatever they're doing, the director put a lot of heart in this. You can tell the shots are, to do those practical effects that intricately and make them look that realistic, that took some heart. The way the film looks in general is awesome. I mean, there's not much to complain about. A couple little scenes. One that's after the credits, so wait till after the credits. And then there's one where one of the characters jury rigs this device. I don't want to go into it as a spoiler, but I thought that was a little weak. But those are the only two things they're like nitpicks. The script's different than the original film. The beginning, the first 5 minutes, it was a press screening. People were cheering. Not cheering, but clapping. But, I mean, it just set it up a roller coaster ride. There's about 10 minutes of exposition, and then it just goes into the possession stuff. And the kills are so intense. I mean, they're like fight scenes, between a demon and a human, and just bloody messes of scenes that are really just intense stuff. That's the one word I would describe. I mean, the whole thing is just intense. They cut out all the campiness. The only comic relief is a little bit the blonde character, but it's so minimal. I mean, it's just the way, in the face of such craziness, the stuff he says, just comes off as funny, basically. As far as character development goes, I heard some guys complaining that the movie has no character development. Most horror movies don't have too much, but at the end of this film, once the main character is revealed, I felt at the end of the film, they had a strong character arc. So, it sets you up for a second film, which I heard they're going to do already. But definitely, if you're complaining about no character development, most of the characters are underdeveloped. But at the end of the film, you're left with a strong character that has been developed. And the cheesy device kind of plays into that if you watch the film. But yeah, just a couple of nitpicks. Go watch the film in the theaters. 4.5 out of 5. I don't think we're going to get a better horror movie this year. If you think there's a film that's going to be a better horror movie, I want you to comment down below. If you've seen Evil Dead, comment down below. Tell me what you thought. Better than the original? Not as good? I think it's a little bit better. And just for my taste, I'm not a big Sam Raimi campy fan. So I really like the remake. Tell me what you think below. All right, guys.